All right, everybody out there in the Craft Chest Nation, as I Craft Chest here, and today is an exciting time here in the underground bunker because two more pieces of the Ryzen build have arrived here in my hands. I have the Ryzen 5 1500X, and yes, I know if people out there, I was talking about going with the 1600 or 1600X if I could find the deal, but there it is right there. We'll have a look inside this box, but I couldn't pass this up, all right? Could not pass this up for the price, because once I show you these two pieces, I'm going to tell you how much I got it for, and you're going to go, what? At least you should anyway, if you have kept up with any of the prices going on right now. These chips and motherboards and everything else are selling, and motherboards, I guess, are running some better deals, but these CPUs are running MSRP all day long. Of course, AMD's Wraith Spire cooler, we'll have a brief look at that. Nothing fancy, but this right here does allow you to do some light overclocking on it. But we're not going to be using this Spire cooler. I'll probably end up selling this or putting it on the market to sell it. Hint, hint, if you want to buy this from me, just message me and offer me a price. Probably take the same price that they've been selling the day that they actually sold these by themselves. They sold out immediately upon them listing them. And of course, over here is the chip. This is the dude right here, the Ryzen 5 1500 right there. Of course, the closer it gets, the more of a glare it's going to get. And I've already opened this up in a prior take because I wanted to do a take two to see if I could make it a little bit better. And to cut a couple of moments off of here, there's no bent pins or anything in there. Of course, you get your little decal. And I just want to share this with you. It's a sneak peek, and we'll go over the full parts list the next time that we get everything together, which is the last piece that I have to get right now is the RAM. All right, so whenever I pick out RAM to go along with this, and if anybody has any suggestions on RAM as far as speed goes, because I know a lot of people out there in the past, now this isn't with the updated BIOS or anything, I'm going to have to actually research this a little bit more before I buy it, but there's a lot of people saying that they can't get it past 3,000. AMD is saying that 3,200 is probably the sweet spot, and they should be able to obtain that now with the new BIOS that are going out for the motherboards. All right, so let's have a look at this motherboard right here, and I'll show you the box in just a moment, but this is the Gigabyte AB350 gaming motherboard. Is this turned upside down? Let's turn it like this so you can actually see the word right here. There it is right there. You see it on the south bridge right there. Have your RAM slots. I love the way they do those in the red and the black right there. And I'm actually wearing red and black. I didn't even realize this. I have my AMD colors on right now. Of course, the socket right there. I love that little, it's all like stealthy looking. And then the red highlights. The input-output shields under here, of course, with the booklet and all that. Here's something that's going the way of the dinosaur that I was really surprised because I saw that when I held it up in the camera. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. That's got a PS2 connector on it. And that right there, let me tell you what that is right there. That's a little tip and trick for anybody that does not want to run Windows 10. If you have an old PS2 mouse, you can actually load Windows 7. And you don't even have to worry about that now, because one of the determining factors of me buying this particular configuration was the bottom line of Gigabyte specifications page on this motherboard on Newegg. It says in asterisks, please download, and in quotations, Windows USB installation tool, close quotes, from Gigabyte's website and install it before installing Windows 7. And I saw that and I was like, oh yeah. And that right there was the 99% thought process on that. I was like, I got to do this. $229 is what I paid for this. $229 for a Ryzen 5 1500X and the Gigabyte AB350 gaming motherboard. Is this right? That's upside down. But I'm just going to show you the box briefly. Screenshot, flip it if you actually want to see it, because I got to put the motherboard back in the pack and all that. But I'm excited. This right here fell right into my price range. And of course, yeah, I didn't expect to get a Ryzen 5 1600X for that price. I was actually looking to get the CPU for that price. But when I saw this right here as a combo, one-day special, $60 discount, I couldn't pass it up because that's a stick of RAM right there, baby. All right, so that's the two pieces right here. Of course, on the live streams, we have showed the water block that I have for the CPU. They're not going to be using the Spire cooler. We do have the case. We do have the power supply. We're going to be rocking right now, for the time being, we're going to be rocking the RX 480 that I already have here. And we might, I don't know if we're going to cannibalize the hard drives out of here and just turn it into a brand new computer, or we may look into getting a separate configuration, get separate hard drives for this, and maybe using the current gaming computer, change the CPU out because I do have dual GPUs in the streaming computer now, and put one of those in there and turn that into the streaming computer and let the i5 Sandy Bridge retire itself to streaming media that it does every single day. This right here is just the all-purpose, all-around computer that I won from Newegg many, many years ago, and it's what I'm recording on right now. So there you go. And that's it, everybody. I just wanted to share that with you. You know, it's exciting, you know, for me to be, and I'm not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored. I paid for this. All right? I paid for this. Everything that I have, and that's why it's taken us a few months to get it together, you know, is that I have to pay for it myself. I don't have the luxury of sponsors. I wish I did. You know, if anybody out there, you know, wants to give me the tips and tricks on how to do so, I'm all for it, because I do some reviews all day long. You guys know I could do this all day long and do most times just for fun. All right? It is a craft of the mind, everybody. Go out there and have some fun, and we'll be back next time with the RAM. And if anybody has a suggestion for RAM speeds and name brand, which I'm leaning towards Team Group as far as the name brand, but speeds for our the Ryzen 5 1500X, let me know. Otherwise, go out there and have some fun. Woo!